chemistry. I actually have done some chemistry. Wanted to run through it with anyone interested. And let's get into it. I was interested to see the difference in carbonate hardness and pH of my tap water versus the water in my 40 breeder. But I have home brew DIY CO2 running. Yeah, so I don't have a drop checker. So what I'm doing, and I don't know which is more accurate, but what I'm doing is testing carbonate hardness and pH to come up with the CO2 parts per million. And I had just recently purchased this API test kit, and because I wanted to start doing the DIY CO2, I purchased the GH and KH kit as well. Alright, so what I did today, again, is test my tap water against the water in my 40 breeder right now. So, we'll see 6 test vials by API. The 3 on the left are tap water, 3 on the right are for my 40 breeder. The test for KH in the tap water is in 3 and 4. So it's these 2 vials. Was the carbonate hardness test. But both of those are the same color because what you do with the carbonate hardness test is you count how many drops it takes to reach this color when it changes from blue to this yellow. In the tap water, you count them, I counted them. Tap water, I got 9 drops, needed 9 drops to get it to yellow, and in the 40 took 10. So that gave me a carbonate hardness in my tap water of 10, and carbonate hardness of, 9 in the tap, and carbonate hardness of 10 in my 40 breeder. Next, and most difficult for me, at least, was testing the pH. And I think that's maybe because my inexperience with these tests, and because my water sits at this strange line between somewhere in this range of 7.6 to 7.6, which is on both of the 2 different test bottles. And so, yeah, I'm going to confuse myself if I don't get back to this test tubes or vials. So vial number 2 and 5 are the results for the quote-unquote regular pH, and on the left-hand side is the pH for tap water, and on the right, number 5, so 2 and 5. 5 is the result from my 40 breeder. I've been staring at these colors for days and comparing them against this. What I'm seeing, put this down here, maybe let's just see the colors. So this is 7.6, and it does appear to me that the tap water test, or vial number 2, definitely has that deeper blue, that the 40 breeder does in most lights. But see, I can catch it at a certain point where it looks to me like it's identical. Right there, they looked identical to me. Maybe I'm colorblind for green. I don't know. So it appears to me that tube number 5 here out of my 40 breeder is much closer to 7.2. I mean, and I don't know. Am I going too far there? Could it be 7.3 or 4? So I did that. So I went to the. There's another test. If your tap water is very high, you need to use the other test. So I ran the high range as well, to see if I wasn't maybe running into a situation where it was above the 7.4. So I ran tests for the high range in both. This way. And what I did, I assumed that, well, here, let me see. So on the chart, you can see there are different, sorry, the chart, it's a totally different color you're looking at. So now you're looking at sort of a burnt orange up to a red or a red and purple. So I did the high range pH. Left is going to be tap again. Right is going to be 40 breeder. And I'm not sure how to interpret this actually, because it does look to me, it's possible that the tap water is, I don't know, is that 7.8? And that closer to 7.4? Does that make sense? In the first vial, does that look like my tap water might more match in the high range, because these are high range, more match this, and my tap water more match this? I'm not sure. I'm gonna look around. Haven't seen a lot of YouTube videos on folks testing. I'm gonna start doing that. But if, let's go if in fact my tap water has a pH of 7.2, which is what I came up with, and my tap water is a 7.6, sorry, 7.6, and my 40 has 7.2, and punch in the KH numbers, and with the calculator I get almost 19 parts per million of CO2 in the 40 breeder. The 40 breeder versus 6.8 out of the tap, which would tell me that improving the carbonate hardness of the water, or jacking that up a bit, buffering, which is strange. In dropping the pH, I significantly increased the amount of CO2 for the plants. This tank. All right, thank you from Blues. I won't ask you to subscribe or like because I don't think I'm there yet. All right, thank you.